It's Friday, December 11th. Let's talk Oculus. Now we have a jam-packed news show today, so I'm going to try and keep it concise as possible. But before we get into it, I just want to say I hit the 200 subscriber mark just the other day. So thank you so much to everyone who subscribed. Your support means the world to me. Now, let's talk about Facebook. Earlier this week, the United States government, the FTC, filed a lawsuit alleging that Facebook's anti-competitiveness with illegal monopolization of all their products. We're talking WhatsApp and we're talking Instagram. However, we can talk about this for ages, but let's talk about the Oculus side of things. As all of you know already, if you have a Quest 2, you are forced to sign in with a Facebook login. And by 2023, everyone with an Oculus account for the previous headset has to use a Facebook login as well. Well, the German officials have actually filed a lawsuit against that. Here is a statement from the president of the Germany's Federal Cartel Office. In the future, the use of the new Oculus glasses, it's kind of funny that he uses glasses, not VR headset. Anyway, back to the quote, requires the user to also have a Facebook account, linking virtual reality products and the group's social network in this way could constitute a prohibited abuse of dominance by Facebook. With its social network, Facebook holds a dominant position in Germany and is also already an important player in the emerging but growing VR market. We intend to examine whether and to what extent this trying arrangement will affect the competition in both areas of activity. Now, the problem with Facebook, now, I gotta say, hopefully what I say right now is not gonna get my account banned and it's not gonna get the YouTube channel banned. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Does anyone know Why You Are Fit? Now, if you don't know what Why You Are Fit is, that is a fitness tracking app that launched on the Quest, the original Quest, last year. They were blocked from the Oculus store and countlessly had their app broken from 4 different firmware updates. Weird, huh? I wonder what they did. The answer is nothing. Just over a year after the initial release, Facebook released their own fitness tracker, which looks very similar. Okay, the UI is a little bit more polished here, as you can see, but it's almost identical. I'll leave a link in the description to the Twitter thread of @CIXLive, which makes some fantastic points on why you simply can't trust Facebook. Have you ever wondered why the headset costs so little compared to all the different VR headsets out there? Like, it's a little strange, right? At $299, yeah, that's great for the consumer. Oh, it's a great cheap headset, let's get straight into VR. It's fantastic for that, and it's fantastic to promote VR to the rest of the community, especially with non-VR users or console gamers. However, it's so cheap compared to the rest of the competition. And why is that? You gotta question why Facebook undercutted big time. Like, where else are they making their money? So it's an interesting thing to think about. I would definitely say I love the headset, I love the Oculus Quest. However, we can all agree here that Facebook really need to change their ethics. Otherwise, they're gonna be in some deep trouble, as you can see from Germany and with all the US allegations for the social media apps too. Now let's talk about something more lighthearted, because that was a lot and we can talk about that for ages. So onto VR chat, and a user called Colonel McConnell has recreated the Great Plateau in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I know, insane, right? You can explore the Great Plateau, but you can also descend into the shrines using a Sheikah slate, ascend the area's main tower, and just like the actual game, climb absolutely everything. The creator has done such a good job with the shaders and the animations. You are actually stepping into Hyrule. I know the nostalgia is going to be screaming at some of you right now who are big Zelda fans. And for me, I absolutely loved Breath of the Wild. So just to go into that world with all the art style and just to climb everything. And even though it's just the Great Plateau, that's still amazing. It's still more than enough. So I hope you guys enjoy that one. It's completely free on VR chat. Talking about VR chat, Rec Room has just released on the Xbox. Now I know what you're thinking, this is an Oculus news show. Why are we talking about Rec Room on Xbox? Well, to celebrate this release, Rec Room are offering all non-Xbox players, as well as the Xbox players, to get a free Master Chief helmet. All you have to do is head into the Welcome Xbox room to claim the helmet. But you gotta act quickly, because you gotta claim it before December the 17th. I'll look forward to seeing a bunch of you Spartans in the Rec Room soon. Let's move on to some hardware news now, and the company Wacom is working on a 3D stylus for the Oculus Quest. Wacom states that the device is pressure sensitive with a tracking system designed for creative professionals. and that it supports a seamless workflow between 2D and 3D. Not much has been said, it's currently listed on the developer site and should release to consumers in 2021. I can't draw to save my life, but I'm really interested to see how they get the pressure sensitivity correct. Because you're just going to be drawing in just mid-air in VR, so how are they going to get the pressure right? Because you're not leaning on anything. So it's going to be an interesting one to see. I'll check it out in 2021. On to some game news now, and unfortunately Lone Echo has been delayed to 2021. Originally slated for 2019, the developer Ready at Dawn announced a couple of months ago that it was still planning a 2020 launch whilst being acquired by Facebook. The folks at Ready at Dawn quoted that development has been significantly impacted due to the coronavirus outbreak from mid-March. Since their Facebook takeover, we've heard nothing about the game. And with Facebook's plans to discontinue the Rift in 2021, it will be interesting to see if they're actually planning a native Quest port or simply trying to optimize the game for Oculus Link. I just started playing Lone Echo last week actually on the Oculus Link, and it's been so good. It's actually quite a relaxing game. I've only played for the first 1 or 2 hours, so I've not got that far into it. So for me, with the delay, it's not too bad, and to be honest, delays are good for games. Let's see if they can get it out without many major bugs. This next new release is for all you SuperHot fans, and I know there's a lot of you out there because it's one of the most popular VR titles out there. And they're improving it further with a new update that actually dropped yesterday. And this was a surprising update which adds a newly themed endless game mode with a new Christmassy map which adds some Christmas cheer as you decapitate someone's head with your fist. Even though this popular title has been out for so long now, new Quest 2 owners on Christmas Day will for sure be picking it up for the first time. So it's great that they're continuing the support for the game. Another VR classic gets an update, and that is Thrill of the Fight, and it's getting a 90Hz update, but it's in beta mode right now. However, despite being in beta, everyone can access to it. And to do this, you simply just go onto the Thrill of the Fight store page on the Oculus app, scroll down to additional details, and click the version number. Here you can change it to public_beta, which you can then download. They've also improved the lighting and the audience quality, and Quest 1 users actually get a resolution upgrade. This game is so much fun and it's less than $10. If you haven't played it yet, do yourself a favor and pick it up this Christmas. It is so much fun and you get a real good workout in as well. Now, are any of you a fan of Rayman or the Rayman series in general? Well, you're gonna love this one. Rayman 2 has been remade in VR by a fan. It's just the first area of the 1999 classic. However, this will spark the nostalgia for many, and it's available on SideQuest right now. So definitely go give it a go after this video. It's completely free to try out. Lastly, we have a couple of non-VR game announcements, and this one actually excites me, and it's all about museum tours. Now, before you fall asleep, let me tell you about this one. It's a new live social VR museum touring platform called Curators. It's a live social platform focusing on museum galleries. This is an excellent idea. One of my favorite parts of when I used to live in London was to visit the free museums and check out the new exhibitions. If they manage to nail the interactivity and the image quality, I think this will pique a lot of people's interest. It is set to launch in early 2021 with Anne Frank's House and the National Trust Scotland to be the first partners of this new platform. And finally, we have another VR movie which is being released on the Oculus Quest store this week, and it's called We Live Here. It is a completely free 360 film about homelessness in Southern California. This is a hard-hitting documentary which explores the life of Rocky. It's interactive too, where you can pick up items in her home and hear the stories behind them. This is a fantastic idea to raise awareness of this troubling topic, and I hope lots of people get to experience this. And that is our show for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you made it all the way to the end, throw a comment in below. Your support is always appreciated. So thanks so much for watching, and next week I'm gonna have a new video which is gonna be all about the 5 accessories that you have to hear about. They actually came today, so you've got to check this one out. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it. My name is Dan, thank you so much for talking with me, and I'll see you next week. Hit 'em out.